Hey everyone, Bond here, and today we're going to be talking about how to prevent algae in a fish tank. Algae is a problem for a lot of new fish keepers, and thankfully it's relatively easy to control. So first we're going to talk about basic maintenance that you should do to prevent algae from breaking out in the first place. One of the main reasons why algae breakouts will occur is because there's too much light in the fish tank, whether it be too much exposure or too long of exposure. So you want to make sure that your fish tank is away from sunlight so that you can control how much light goes in it more easily. That actually leads us into number 2. You want to make sure that you leave your aquarium lights on only 10 to 12 hours per day. If you leave your lights on much more than that, you're very likely to have an algae outbreak. Number 3, you want to make sure that you're staying on top of water changes. Doing water changes takes out the nutrients that the algae feeds on and preventing an outbreak. I recommend at least 20% water change every week, depending on the size of your fish tank and how many fish you have. The smaller the fish tank you have and the more fish you have, the more water changes you're going to have to do. Number 4, make sure you're scrubbing your glass every time you do a water change. Now I recommend having a magnetic scrubber because it makes things a whole lot easier, but doing this will remove any algae spores that collect up on the glass. You may not think it's that big of a deal, but those little spores will turn into an outbreak real fast. So now we're going to move on to, you've already had an algae outbreak and now you're wondering how to fix it. Unfortunately, while it is easy to recover from it, it does take a while sometimes. What you want to do first is increase your water changes. This starts taking more of the nutrients that the algae feeds on out of the water, keeping the algae from thriving in your fish tank and preventing more outbreak. 2, if you don't vacuum your gravel already, start vacuuming 2 or 3 times a week. This will also take out nutrients from your fish tank for the algae to feed on. If it's really bad, you can go out and buy a UV Sterilizer, about $50 or $60, and it should clear up within a couple days. If you're really desperate, you can buy some algae control. Thankfully, I've never had to use algae control before, but read the directions on the bottle on how to use it. Usually it's something like put in 5 or 6 drops in your fish tank every day until the algae clears up. I hear it works really well. I've never personally used it before though, so I can't really testify to that, but if you're really desperate, you can go that route. Also, just a note, if you don't already have plants, it would be a smart idea to put at least 1 or 2 plants in your fish tank. This way the plants will compete for nutrients with the algae, and more likely than not, it'll prevent the algae from breaking out. Thank you all for watching today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like. If you want more fish tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe to my channel down below. I plan to upload more frequently now, hopefully at least 2 times a week. Be sure to leave in the comments section tips you have to prevent algae in your fish tank, any topics that you want me to cover in videos, or just saying hi. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a good day, everyone.